Hello, folks. Patty P here. I am going to be teaching our last video. Okay, I'm going to tell you a little secret. Us teachers are just as excited about this being the end of distance learning as you guys are. Last video, and tomorrow will be our last assignment. So let's finish strong. All right. We are going to be doing another day of solving rational expressions. And just to give you a heads up, we're going to have 4 examples. Okay, just to kind of let you know. Our first one here, we've got 1 over 6x squared equals 1 over 2x plus 7 over 6x squared. Now, these resemble the homework problems, guys. So please use these notes, use this video, help yourself solve this, okay? So basically we want to multiply by the least common denominator. So kind of think about what would cancel these bottoms out. Everyone kind of uses different language, so kind of think about it, what's best for you. But first I look at my numbers, okay? What would cancel out a 6 and a 2? Okay, so a 6. Now, I put it up on all of them, okay? I'm a visual learner. Some of you may not need to put it up on all of them, but it helps me to actually cancel out what cancels. Then we need to cancel out an x squared, okay? Don't do duplicates. Don't put x to the 5th, guys. There's too many terms. X squared will cancel out that, x squared will cancel out that, and x squared will cancel out that. So if there are exponents, you take the biggest, okay? So if we were to get common denominators, we would use 6x squared, but we're actually using this to clear out the denominator, okay? So once you figure that out, then you basically just reduce or cancel, okay? This is technically like multiplying it over 1. This is in the top, that's in the bottom. I don't ever write the 1, just assume it's over 1. So over here, this is the matching, so those cancel. And you're left with 1. Over here, 2 goes into 6 how many times? Good, 3. And x squared, you can cancel those out, and there's just an x up top. Now, if you do it right, guys, everything's going to cancel the denominators. The whole point of this is to get rid of the denominators and just have an equation. Then we've got a 3 and an x up top, so be careful that you see what's left. And then on this last one, 6x squareds match, those cancel out, and you're left with plus 7. Doesn't that look a lot nicer than what we had to start with? So we just solve it algebraically. We're going to minus 7, negative 6 equals 3x, divide by 3, and x equals negative 2. Now, we got to remember, guys, what can you not have in the bottom of a fraction? Anybody? Anybody? Good. 0. You cannot have 0 in the bottom of the fraction. So in this case, x cannot equal 0. We didn't get 0, so we're good. Negative 2 is our answer. Got to check your answers for extraneous solutions, guys. And it's a quick check. You just got to look at the denominator. All right? Again, if you guys have questions, all you have to do is send an email or send a private post. And we, as your math teachers, will be eager to help you. Here we go. 1 over n minus 8 minus 1 equals 7 over n minus 8. Okay? So, got to figure out what will cancel it out. Again, there's different ways. Some of you might have watched different videos, Khan Academy, YouTube. Some of you will get them all have the same denominator. This one wouldn't be so bad in that case, but I'm still going to follow the same process. Figure out what the denominator would be and multiply everything by it, okay? This is just 1 over 1. So, guys, if you were to get a common denominator, least common denominator would be n minus 8. So, again, I put it up on all of them because I like to see what I cancel. Over here, my n minus 8's cancel. And I'm left with 1. Over here, nothing cancels. This is where you got to be careful. What is in front of this 1? Good, this negative. All right, I'm sure you guys are sitting there answering me, right? So distribute this negative n to the n minus 8. So negative 1 times that is minus 1n. And then that's a negative and a negative, so positive 8. All right? Over here, the n minus 8's cancel, and you're left with 7. Again, much better looking equation. All right, let's solve it. 1 plus 8 is 9, minus 1n equals 7. Subtract 9, negative 1n equals negative 2, n equals 2. Now, in this case, guys, what could n not have been? Some of you are going to want to say 0. Okay, the denominator can't be 0. So what number for n would make the denominator 0? If you look at this and that. Can't equal 8. So we didn't get that, we're good. Again, that's a quick check. All right. Moving along, 2 examples left for the year 2019-2020. Some of you are about to be seniors, and that is exciting. I know we got a little bit of unknown in the future, but we do know for a fact that you juniors are about to be seniors, and that's going to be exciting for you guys. We're all happy for you. All right, now, let's look at this. Figure out what we need. What would cancel out the 8? Yep, good, an 8. And then the x minus 7. So we're going to put an 8 up top, x minus 7. 8 up top, x minus 7. 8 up top, x minus 7. Now, guys, you don't technically have to show this step, but I think it's good to do it, okay? But we still should see some work. You should not just be getting an answer. Most of you are doing a good job with that. Show your work. Over here, the x minus 7's cancel. 8 times 7 is 56. Over here, the 8's cancel, and here we go again. We got another negative that we got to distribute in. So we've got a minus 7x, 2 negatives, and a plus 49. Over here, those cancel, and we got 8x. So we're going to solve this thing. I've got plus 7x over here. 56 plus 49 is going to give us 105 equals 15x. We're going to divide by 15, and what are we going to get? 7. What don't we like about that 7? What happens if we put it in right here, guys? Yep, you get 0 down there. So that is extraneous. Extraneous. I can never say that word right. Now, since that was the only solution, and that solution is extraneous, then extraneous, no solution. Okay? All right, hopefully no questions on that. This last one I'm going to throw at you is it just adds one extra step. I will tell you guys you do not have this step on your homework, but I just kind of wanted you to see it. It does throw some factoring. You do have some factoring to do today, so I wanted to throw this one at you. Last one. Woo! If I was in the classroom, I would be celebrating this too. Last example of the whole year, guys. You should be jumping up and down in your PJs right now. All right. Now, here's where it's a little tricky, guys. Up till now, we've just had binomials, okay? We got a quadratic right here. So we have to factor it into 2 binomials. So that's why this one's an extra step. So we're going to factor this. You guys hopefully see. Let me give you a second to think about it. What that factors into. Recall, this is a difference of 2 squares. X plus 4, x minus 4. That's really the only extra step on this problem, okay? So if we look at it, common denominators, you think about what you need to put up top to cancel out these denominators, okay? So we need an x plus 4 up there, don't we? Yeah. And we also need an x minus 4. So I'm going to put both of them up there. X plus 4, x minus 4. X plus 4, x minus 4, x plus 4, x minus 4. So again, only difference on this problem is you have to factor. On tomorrow's assignment, you do not have to factor. But there will be a few where you have to put 2 binomials up top. All right? Now, we're going to do what we did, see what cancels in this group. The x plus 4 and x minus 4 cancel. And you're just left with the 64. Over here, nothing cancels, and it's just a positive 1 being distributed in. So I'm just going to FOIL that back out. X squared minus 16. And then over here, my x minus 4's cancel. And I get a 2x squared plus 8x. Again, our first 3 did not have any factoring. I wanted to just remind us some factoring review. Okay? We've been doing a lot of that. But we got to remember. Let's put this over here. 64, take away 16. Well, let's move this first. Minus x squared. Okay. That's gone. 64, take away 16. What do we get? 48? Positive 48. So I'm going to subtract it off. Everyone go with that? So now we've got 2x squared. I don't know why I crossed those off. They give you 1x squared. Plus 8x is still hanging out over there. Minus 48. Okay? So again, you do got either 1 or 2 maybe on the homework that you need to factor. So be ready. Look for the quadratic if you need to factor. Factors of 48. The common one that I think of is 8 and 6, but that's not going to work because we need to get 8. When you add or subtract them, this one's going to be plus minus for a negative 48. So 8 and 6 doesn't work. Anyone else see the combo that's going to work? Yep, 12 and 4. Which one's going to be where? Oops, somebody said positive 12, negative 4. Good. Alrighty. So then what are our 2 answers? X equals negative 12 and x equals 4. Again, you got to do a quick check. Which one does not? They could both work, guys, but you always got to do a look. In this case, one of them does not work. The 4 does not work. If you plug it in, 4 take away 4 is 0. Only one answer. Okay? That is what you are doing on your homework tomorrow. Okay? So make sure you guys look at these notes. Use these notes. Okay? Again, this will be my last conversation with you guys until I probably see you again. But we just want to thank you for all of your hard work. This has been tough for all of us, okay? It really has, but we get to at least put the books down for a while and enjoy summer, all right? I want you guys to stay safe. Do your homework tomorrow. We miss you and love you. Go Dub G.